Hi everybody, it's Miss Austin, and I'm going to do a few problems from each of the Delta sets for this week. The first two sets are a puzzle, and you're trying to figure out two numbers that multiply to the top and add to the bottom. One strategy that some students will do is list out all the factors of this top number. So 56 times 1, 28 times 2, maybe 4 goes in there. I'm going to use my calculator. 56 divided by 4, 14 and 4, and I know 7 and 8. Okay, those all multiply to 56, but I need the one combination that also adds to 15. 7 and 8. Okay, there's only one possible answer for these puzzles. 7 and 8 are the only two numbers that multiply to 56 but add to 15. Okay? Easy enough. The second set is the same thing, except now they're going to throw some negatives in. Let's get to a -1. Here we go. So I need two numbers that multiply to -40, but add to +3. So let's list out those factors again. 40 and 1, 20 and 2, 4 times 10, 8 times 5. Okay, which set can add to 3? One thing I like to do is, I know in order to multiply to a negative, one of the factors has to be negative. I kind of ignore that until the end, and I just see which of these combos could make a 3. How do you do that? You add and subtract the numbers. So like here, 40 and 1 can make 41 or 39. I add them and subtract them. I could make that a positive or negative. So that's not going to work. 20 and 2, that could make 22 or 18. Nope. 4 and 10 can make 14 or 6. I could make it a negative, but I'm just coming up with the possible numbers. 8 and 5 can make 13 or 3. Ding, ding, ding. So 8 and 5. Now, one of them has to be a negative to multiply to a negative, and one of them needs to be negative to create this +3. We need a +5, or excuse me, +8 and a -5. That'll give me the positive. Pen is not being very cooperative here. That will give me the +3. Okay, so now I've got +8, and it doesn't matter which side you put which number on, -5. Okay, now the last set of problems, you're going to use this skill to actually factor a trinomial. So here we've got x squared minus 6x minus 16. So I need to, oopsie daisy, Miss Eisencraft calling me. I need to find two numbers, right? This is factored form. I need to figure out what those two numbers are. Well, we can use our puzzle. I need two numbers that multiply to this last number and add to this middle number. So we've got 16 and 1, 8 and 2, 4 and 4. Which of those combos could somehow make a -6? Well, 16 and 1, that can make 17 or 15. Nope. 8 and 2 can make 10 or 6. Ding, ding, ding. But I want 8 and 2 to make a -6. So who has to be negative to make a -6? The 8 needs to be negative and the 2 needs to be positive. So those are my two numbers that go right here. Change colors for a minute. So this would be a -8, and that would be a +2. And if you were to multiply that out, you would get this. The other strategy you can use is you can kind of work backwards on your box. You know that x squared came from this, and you know -16 came from here. And so you're going to do your puzzle just like I did. What two numbers multiply to negative 16 and add to negative 6? It was negative 8 and positive 2. And then if you watch Miss Eisencraft's video, she finds the greatest common factor out of each row and column. So for this one, oh, these have X's on them. Sorry, guys. So going this way, the greatest thing they have in common is an X. This way, they have a negative 8. See how that is right there? X minus 8. And then going up, this is X. And these guys have a 2 in common. That's a positive 2. So see, that's the other one right here. It's another way to think of it. Okay? Whatever way helps you. So now I'm going to go type my answer in. Doesn't matter which one you put first. X minus 8, and X plus 2. Yay, got it right. Okay, I hope that helps, and have a great week.